Okay, about that good karma and turning off the rain, we should credit Mark Neville, the executive director of the Poinsettia Bowl.
Absolutely.
You like that?
Yeah.
Thank you.
I get on the
you.
set, the rain stopped. I think the sun's starting to come. I see blue sky,
Sun's
too.
You
poking
show
out.
up and the sun shows up.
We're ready to roll,
not
man.
a coincidence.
Ready to roll.
Can you stay with us all day, please?
I'd love to. I'd love to.
How? What's this week like for you? The build-up, and I mean, you prepare for this essentially all year, and not only that, you're managing the Holiday Bowl as well. So your life is crazy, but when you get to game day, what's that like?
I'll tell you, it's a lot easier to enjoy game day when you have a team like BYU, and also with Wyoming. We're so looking forward to this game tonight. I mean, just the storylines are fantastic. Having BYU, it's kind of like a homecoming for BYU. This will be, the 13th time that BYU's played in the bowl game here in San Diego, 11 times in the Holiday, and now we got the San Diego County Credit Union tonight for the second time. Having BYU and Wyoming in this game makes it very enjoyable, and we work for this all year long. And you see these red coats. I know you make a lot of fun of it,
we
but
love it.
It's friendly red. It's not the other red. It's friendly
that's
red.
Crimson.
That's Poinsettia red.
This is
a
Poinsettia
friendly
red.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. And there's a lot of people wearing these red coats around San Diego right now that are doing their very best, and they've worked all year long to present what we're going to be doing tonight.
In 2018, we're thinking about just bringing some to San Diego just to see if we could get in certain places that we wouldn't otherwise.
Don't worry.
We're one of the red coats.
I've got a red coat on. I'm clear.
Hey, you know what? Red coats are there for you. Bring them on.
Yeah,
Bring
they're
'em on.
fantastic. We were talking about, the bowl history that you referenced, specifically this end zone, the Hail Mary from Jim McMahon.
Right there,
in
literally,
84,
yeah.
And Kyle Van Noy in 2012, and Steve Young in 83. So much history.
Ty Detmer throwing for 576 yards in 89. I mean,
crazy.
BYU's history is unbelievable here in our bowl games.
So was this always you always wanted to be involved with BYU, and you have 2012, 16, back here in 18, natural fit?
It is. Really, we credit BYU with really putting the Holiday Bowl on the map. Those early years, the first 7 games BYU played in, and they were fantastic games. You mentioned the 1980 game with Jim McMahon, Hail Mary pass to Clay Brown, and the national championship here in 1984. Ty Detmer's 576 yards. I mean, there's Kyle Van Noy in 2012. I mean, that was an unbelievable defensive performance. So it is a natural. I mean, it's like family. We really have a fantastic relationship with BYU, and we have since 1978.
What is your favorite part of the actual bowl week?
Gosh, I think about that quite a bit, and it is so fun for me, and I think it is for all the Redcoats when kickoff happens. When kickoff goes, that means we've done our job. And just seeing all the smiling faces and the fans that are fired up, and we really take pride in the experience that we provide, not only for the student athletes. I think they have a great time when they're here, and a memorable experience with all their brothers. For that they'll have for a lifetime, for the administration, for the coaching staff, for the fans. We want them all to have a good time and a great experience, and I think we do a good job of that. And the Redcoats are very proud of what we do, and during the bowl week and throughout the year. And so I think when the ball goes up in the air, man, there's a lot of smiles with Redcoats on.
What were the emotions like when BYU was 1-3?
I will tell you, when we saw BYU's schedule, we were like, oh my gosh, this is going to be something. New coach and everything. But man, I'll tell you, as we've watched, even when they were 1-3, we weren't really nervous. I mean, you could see with Coach Satake and this team. When I talk about them to other people, it's like they're just a bunch of gamers. I mean, they never give up. And that passion for the game, you can tell they have so much enthusiasm, and they love playing this game. And I can sense it this week. While they've been here, they are ready for this football game. And so, never did we doubt it. I really don't believe we did. Even when they were 1-3, those games, they were close games. And then, the Michigan State game was awesome. I will tell you, watching some of them, like the Toledo game, I had hair. I had a nice full.
Well, BYU was 1-3.
It was, yeah.
They were on the verge of going 1-4 if they lose that game to Toledo.
Yeah. But it is so fun to watch this team and how they rally, and with their coach and the enthusiasm he has. I mean, it's just this is a really enjoyable team to be around.
What kind of a turnout do you expect tonight here at Qualcomm Stadium between the BYU and Wyoming fan bases?
Yeah, I think right now we're probably going to have between 25 and 28,000 in the building tonight. We don't sell the upper deck, so it'll be, all the lower levels will look pretty good tonight.
What storylines, you referenced, you like the storylines coming in, stick out the most about tonight's game?
and you read a lot about it, but the old WAC days, are coming back to San Diego, and which is going to be a lot of fun. I love the offensive. I heard you guys talking about what predictions. I'm not going to predict who's going to win the game, but I'd like to predict there's going to be 75, 80 points scored in the game tonight.
That would be fun.
It would be. And
that'd be old WAC.
Yeah, it would. I mean, it's perfect. But you got two great quarterbacks, and Tanner Mangum, I think he's going to be awesome. And then with Josh Allen, and then you got the running game with two of the best runners in the country with Jamal Williams and Brian Hill. So, I mean, there's going to be some offensive fireworks. Bowl games don't typically like defense that much, but I think it's going to be a great football game. I'm really excited about it.
We're interested in the power rankings of sports talk shows and where we rank among all of the sports talk shows.
Oh, you guys are way up there.
Okay, we're
way up there. Come on.
Sweet.
No doubt in my mind.
The Broadcaster Power Index poll has us
that's,
up high. Okay.
That's what we were hoping
according
for,
to Mark Neville.
Of course.
How many people and how much prep goes into what you guys do with this bowl game? Because you prep for 2 bowl games, which is unique.
We do. Yeah, there's just a few communities out there that do 2 bowl games, but we literally, with wearing the red coats, there's probably about 200 people out there that are wearing them. Plus, we have another 500, 600 volunteers that help us. You'll probably see them running around here every once in a while. There's only 7 of us that get paid to do it. Everyone else is a volunteer. They do it because they love it. They're passionate about it. They love our community. And the benefit that we provide the community in terms of the economic impact and the hotel rooms and the exposure that we provide for San Diego is considerable. And so our volunteers really get into this. And, of course, they love football. They love college football. And tonight you're going to see this is going to be a great college football atmosphere. I mean, I'm very excited about this matchup. I can't say that enough.
How do you gauge success after the bowl game is over for a given year in a certain bowl game?
How do we measure the success?
Yeah.
Well, I mean, there's a lot of different things that you look at. Of course, you look at the football game, you look at the crowd, you look at the amount of money that's coming into the community. You look at the experience and that the fans and that the players have. We really, we've seen a lot, recently with Christian McCaffrey passing on playing in the Sun Bowl, and that, that's really disappointing because, this is a team game, and so what we really want to focus on, and one thing that he is going to be missing on, is that bowl experience. It's here we take a lot of pride in that, and you hear a lot of people dismiss the bowl games as not being as relevant as they once were. But if you I would disagree with that wholeheartedly, and the most important asset to college football is the student athlete themselves, and they're coming out here to San Diego for a week. They were on USS Midway yesterday. They get to go to the zoo and to SeaWorld and be with their brothers for these seniors the last time. So we take great pride in that, and something that is often dismissed when media are talking about the bowl games. As
an executive director, is there fear in the future that some of these stars could sit out these bowl games, that this could be a precedent?
It could, I mean, it's happened this year, with a few players. So it is something definitely to be looking at. It is a concern moving forward, but I'm sure it's something that's going to be addressed also in the offseason.
Marshall Falk brought up a great point on Twitter last night. He said, how is a college running back, if he's worried about getting hurt in his final bowl game, going to last a 16-game NFL season? And I thought that's a good point.
A good
point
from
Marshall.
A man who scored many touchdowns in the stadium.
That he did.
Yeah. I mean, football, it's a team game, and you got to stick with your team. And, you don't sign up for X number of games. You sign up to play with your team. And so, it was disappointing. And I understand his argument for not playing, speaking of Christian McCaffrey, but it is disappointing.
Luckily, Jamal Williams is playing tonight. Brian
Hill
playing tonight.
You know what?
I'm
telling you, it's going to be awesome. Yeah. It's going to be awesome.
We are very excited. Also, love the energy that you bring. And Ted Tollner, maybe it's the red coats. I don't know. But the energy level is so high with you guys.
I am very mellow until I put this on. And it's like, man, bring it on.
Let's go.
Yeah, I love it.
Mark, thanks for the time. We appreciate all you've done to make this a great bowl game week.
Good. Glad you're having a good time.
And thanks most of all for stopping the rain.
Yeah, well, as soon as I leave, it's going to start up.
Don't go, Mark.
Hey,
please don't go.
Sunny now.